ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? My name is Bilify, and today we are here to counter our glove. Which glove is that? Why, of course it's the Ferryman Glove. And these are going to be the awesome goobers that are going to be helping us to figure out what counters this brand new Ferryman Glove. We have Trimatech, Cyborg, Scho, Bio, Eduardindt, Foxxyboy, Slasher, and Viewer. Shout out to all of you. Thank you so much. Let's get into this. Alright, so the first counter here is probably going to be Diamond, Mega Rock, and Custom. These are going to be good if you have good timing. Yeah, if you go into your rock form, you can't be hit by those downward smashes, so you gotta be really good with your timing, but not really good untiming it, where you get hit as soon as they dash. So with them, when you see them coming after you, you have like a brief second that you can get into your rock, but as soon as you see them go into their form of dashing, go right into your rock. You can avoid it, it's just real tough, and you have to be real fast with it. It's gonna be a lot harder with Diamond because there's a lot more of a cooldown, and you have a slowdown, so Diamond's not the move for that. I would definitely use Custom and Mega Rock. Can you avoid a hit with Zzz? Ooh, you can avoid the dash. Can you avoid the ground? I mean, yeah, it's like reduced. Slightly. So Zzz is pretty interesting. You can avoid the dash, but you can't really avoid the sky jump. So Zzz is going to get a 50-50 from us. If you're on a one-on-one with one of the ferrymen, if you swapper them, will it throw them off to not be able to hit you? If you see them getting ready to dash, ooh, timing's going to be real close on that one. Ooh. Yeah, okay, so it's real close, real close. So you can swap with them, and it might throw them off. Oh, yeah, you could definitely do that. It moves it, yeah. So if you see one of them up on one of their ferryman ores, you could swapper them and make them recalibrate their orange circle on where they're gonna land. They could still use it, but it might be random. But yeah, you could actually throw them off that way. So swapper, I'm gonna give a 75% counter. If you get hit and you're gonna fly off the edge, Thanos, Recall, Adios will all save you. They're all gonna be savior gloves here, but they're not real counters. They're just saving gloves. If you stun them, can they use their ability? When you stun them, they can't really use their ability on the ground, but if they're on the ore, they're okay. If they aren't on top of the ore, you can kind of mess them up and they won't be able to use a dash. They'll just slash anybody that's right next to them. Stun's not a counter, but it can be an odd deterrent. Magnet can be a good counter here. If you do end up getting hit, just magnet right back to them and then you can go back to fighting. Same thing with the ore hit. So, again, if you do get hit by this guy, oh, don't teleport to the person that's flying away with you, so that's another thing to watch out for. But you can teleport right back to the ore person if they are solo attacking you. If not, if you're flying away with somebody else, that's gonna happen. So, you can see the goods in Magnet, and you can also see the bads in Magnet. You just have to be spatially aware of what's in your surroundings. Are you safe during the golden ability? Of course you are, but let's just show it anyway. You're not gonna get hit at all while you're in golden. Not the ore hit, nothing. So, of course, golden's gonna get a golden trophy from us. Cheeky should be good here. It should take a good reduction for your hits. Yeah, you actually take no knockback on those. Well, the Ferryman Slice does nothing to a Cheeky. That's wild. Now we just gotta see... Oh my gosh, did the ore hit do nothing as well? Wow, the ore hit does nothing as well. Oh my goodness, Cheeky hard counters. I didn't know Cheeky was gonna actually do this much, but it does. So big W's to Cheeky. It's gonna get that golden trophy. Can a Replica Cone be hit by a Ferryman dash? No, they can't. They can't be hit by the dash. Nope, does nothing. Or does it? If they do the ore smash on a replica, it seems to hit the replica like 50% of the time. I'm not sure if maybe like the character models are colliding and making it fly away or what, but it's odd. It's just like a really good deterrent. Now, what can you block out with the reverse? Oh, you can't block out the dash. Interesting. I actually didn't see that coming. Doesn't block out the sky hit either. Wow. Reverse has been taking some pretty big L's lately, I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, what about Shukuchi? If you see them starting to blade smash, or if you see them on an ore, can you target them? Alright, so if you're fighting... Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can. You're safe during. You can't be hit until you're done with your animation. But yeah, if you can catch them as they start to swing, you can, of course, Shukuchi them. Oh, you can definitely hit them on an ore. Interesting. If you're quick with it, oh yeah, Shukuchi can definitely be a counter. So the Coil Glove is interesting because you could say it's a counter, but this you're gonna really just be duking it out with the person, hoping that you don't miss a coil. So it can work, but you just can't miss a shot with it. That's the bad problem with Coil. Having balloons could be beneficial to you. If you're in the middle of fighting and you do get hit, you do have your balloons, and if you have them blown up, you can make it back into the center and not really have to worry. 2 balloons activated. How good are you? If you're in the middle of getting hit, just pop another one and you can make it right back into the arena. So, I'm not going to give it a gold tier trophy, but it's definitely up there with the great counters. You could definitely sneak up on a ferryman with the phantom ability, or dash out of danger if you see them getting ready to use their ore. So if you know that they're getting ready to jump at you, yeah, you could definitely avoid with a phantom dash and avoid that hit. Or if they are chasing you down, you could always just do that. Whoa, what a delayed hit. So Phantom could be good. Just make sure with the last one, it might have an AoE until the full animation is done. So just be careful with Phantom. You might not want to go fully at them until that animation is done. Both the track and table flips are going to be really good deterrent gloves. I'm not going to put them as a counter for this one, just due to the fact that table flip has a really long cooldown and track you're defenseless. But both can work out very well to deter them to not go after you. Ping pong would be better than table flip and track just due to the cooldown and the amount of knockback it gives off. So I'm going to say this is a counter more than the table flip and the track. You just can't miss. That's about it. You're not going to be able to avoid their dash slice, but if they are on top of a ore, what happens? Boink! You can hit them off of the ore. So yeah, ping pong's a counter, but very low end counter. What happens with Whirlwind actually? So if they're on the ore, you could definitely smack them off. And if you see them getting ready to dash into you, you can kind of trade with it. Whirlwind's going to get a 50-50 from us. Slicer's going to be like the ping pong. It might be a little bit less because of the cooldown, but it'll be better than the track and the table flip. It takes too long for you to get your ability up and going, so Slicer's kind of eh. But if they are on top of their ore, you don't have to jump, but you can definitely hit them off of the ore. If you do throw a Slicer blade at them, they cannot Ferryman slice through it, so Slicer's going to get a 50-50 from us. Excavator could actually be useful here. If you do see them starting up their Ferryman dash, can you hit your Excavator and avoid that hit? So if you know you're about to give you a hit, yeah, you can definitely go underneath the ground until everything is settled down. And if they are on top of the ore, you can hit them off, although it did have the animation that still played after. Now, if you're in a cloud, can it bypass anything? Yeah, not the dash. And with the ore hit, oh, you get hit by both. Oh, ha! You could use a combo with the Cloud and Ferryman. That's wicked. You could also dash. That's hilarious. Now, something interesting happens with Jebaited, apparently. I would assume the Jebaited user can get bullied by a Ferryman user. If they do their dash, yeah, they can definitely be hit. But as a Jebaited user, you're safe because you go right back to your body. That's the good part. But the bad part is your ability takes so long that they can still bully you. A lot, actually. So Jebaited's not going to be a move here. I'm just showing you that the Ferryman can counter Jebaited. So if they get hit by an ore hit, the same exact thing is going to happen here. Yeah, you're going to get hit, and if you fly off, you would go right back into your body. So watch out, Jebaited users. If you have Guardian Angel on your friend, if they end up getting hit off the edge, they are perfectly safe, but not you because you don't have Guardian Angel on yourself. You could always 100% fight a Ferryman with a Ferryman and just duke it out that way. Are they able to use their ability in God's Hands time stop? 2 on ores, 1 on the ground. None of them can do anything. The ore went away and they're stuck in the air. God's Hand counters. So how well does Titan do against them? Alright, so if you're in Titan, you can get fairy sliced, but you really only just falling. Now if you get hit with the ore, you just fall over again. So Titan can be pretty good here because you're not really in danger at all. You're just kind of worrying about where you're going to fall, which really isn't much. Does phase keep you safe from everything? I think it absolutely does. It's not going to be a gold tier trophy because it doesn't have any offense, but you can definitely use this to avoid any hits. Just go and pop your permeable, and when they land on you, you're safe. But you also can't be hit with the dash as well, so you are good to go. Until you get out, then you're gonna die. If you're able to slap them beforehand, warp can definitely work. Even if you slap a random person, as long as you have somebody slapped, if you get hit off the edge, you can just teleport right back to it. So warp can be great. The bomb glove's not a counter, it's a deterrence glove. It takes too long to cast a bubble if they've already started their fairy ability, so this is gonna be a deterrent. Same thing with jet and shard, but if you can get to them, these can end up oofing them, but it just takes too long for my liking. So out of all of them, shard and bubble are gonna be the go-tos, but I'm gonna consider all 4 of these right here deterrents, as well as Bob, because you can end up oofing them, but you can only target 1 at a time, and you're gonna end up getting bullied by the Ferryman, and they can just run away. So with Cheeky having the reduction it did, how does Jupiter do? So off the dash, really well. You're not taking that much knockback, and an ore hit, you're also taking not that much knockback. So you could definitely rock the Jupiter Glove to go fight them. And even if you sit in the middle and keep fighting, you're fine because you're not going that far. The reduction is very well. So the same thing applies to the Hybrid's yellow mode, and you don't even have to have the glove out, which can make it even better. And you also have 3 other modes. So Hybrid's a gold tier trophy over Jupiter. If you see them going to Ferryman Dash, can you Slapple Tree in time? Ooh, the timing is there. You can definitely do it if you're paying heavy attention to it. The only thing you're going to have to watch out for is an ore hit. You could definitely get hit. So as soon as they go up... Oh, wow. You might end up hitting the tree branches. You could stay safe. I want to see the actual ore hit on how often you survive these. Ooh, it might be tough for them to land. They have to hit directly on top of you, so they have to line up that orange perfectly. Oh, no. Okay, wow. I thought, well, it's not as effective as I thought they would be. Slapple is doing very well here. Elude's not going to work here. Ferryman actually counters Elude. You can get hit by the dash. and you can get hit by the ore. So, Elude, you are full countered against a Ferryman. The only thing that you're going to be saved against is the base slap. Fish is going to be a really good counter. Whether it's the dash, you can just fling yourself back into the arena, or if it's the ore hit, you can flop yourself right back and fight. Fish is going to be a top tier counter for sure. If at any point you're able to leash a Ferryman, what happens? They can still use their ability to kind of dash up, but as long as you're not near them, I think you're okay. Also, if you do get hit by a Ferryman ability, it doesn't take away the people that are on your leash. And they can't Ferryman dash into them because it's like the Z, and they can't hit people on the ground. So the only thing that would be able to hit them would be ores. So if you can manage to leash a Ferryman, you can nullify them out, and the only thing that is going to take them off of that is some outside source. Sparky is interesting, I think. If you do manage to get going fast enough, it'll be very hard for them to time out a fairy hit on you, even with the ore hit, but you can definitely evade all the Ferryman hits with this. You just gotta not run into them after they've used their ability, because that lingering AoE is still there. So not a top tier counter, but a really good one. Can you use the Psycho Telekinesis jump to avoid being hit by Ferryman if you're fast enough? Ooh, absolutely. Now, can they do anything in the air? Ooh. I don't even know what happened there. I got hit while he was going for it. So he could use the ore ability, and he's down below. Oh, what the? One thing a Ferryman user can do while in the air is just wait till the very end and then use their ability, and they can have that result. It's gonna stay a 50-50 for us. Rob, the thing that counters everything. Whoa. So you could still get slapped. Yeah, you don't take any kind of a hit from the ore. Yeah, you're okay. So Rob is really good. It'll keep you safe if you're fighting one of the Ferrymen. But in the normal game of slap battles, as soon as you erase the Ferryman, there's probably going to be other people that are going to attack you, and your cooldown is immense. So Rob might not be the best go-to, but if it's just a one-on-one, absolutely. So this is a fantastic counter, but I'm not going to give it the golden tier trophy. Since you can't be hit in animations, I would imagine you're safe in the Rojo animation. Alright, so in animation, you're safe against the dash, and with the ore hits, yeah, fully safe. While in animation, you're fully safe. Don't miss your shot, you'll be okay. But if you miss your shot, you are not going to be okay. Retro can be interesting against this. So if you get hit, you can use the bomb to save yourself. You could also use the banhammer if they are around you. You can definitely hit them. That is another option. Or if you're fighting them at long distance, you can use the rocket launcher. But in a lot of scenarios, you can use this bomb to save yourself from flying off the edge. Just make sure you do it after you've been hit and don't time it beforehand. So Retro can be a good counter here if you are very aggressive, but it's not a gold tiered counter against the Ferryman Glove. Null gets absolutely hard countered by the Ferryman Glove. Those little Null minions that spawn up, RIP, bro. If they all start chasing, they all kind of get wrecked. Nothing. The ore hit does nothing. So Null users, be very aware that you will probably get absolutely bullied by a Ferryman user. Of course, with Alchemist, you're definitely going to be safe here. So if we combine ourselves 2 mushrooms and an elderwood, we get an invincible potion. Alright, so you are immune to the dash, and see if they hit the tree or not. Nope, you are immune to the ore hit, so you are fully safe while using Alchemist. You are free to go collect explosion potions, lethal potions, toxic potions, whatever you may want, as long as you have yourself a safety net with the invincible potion. So Alchemist is easily going to get a gold tier counter from us because you could use this in so many scenarios just to keep yourself safe. Now with Druid, what kind of damage can you do against a Ferryman? If you see them coming near you, you could definitely just throw the Druid at them, and by the time that they are free, you pretty much have your Wild Vine. You just have to watch out, and you can just continuously throw it at them. If they are on their ore, Druid will still hit them. So if you play this very offensively, you can definitely be pretty good with Druid, but you just have to watch out. You can still get hit by all of their base attacks. And then if you saw the video yesterday, we saw that Jester does get countered by Ferryman because we were using the Ferryman against the Jester. It could be tough for you to try to get close to a Ferryman, so the only thing you'd really be able to do is like throw pies at people. But if you wanted to use like your cards, you could hit them while they're on top of an ore, but you're not going to really be able to do much against the Ferryman dash. So yeah, we would not recommend Jester against the Ferryman because you will probably end up bullied by them. And that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much to everybody who was watching this, and thank you to everybody in the server who was helping out. Shout out to Foxy, Eduardindt, Muso, Slayer, Cyborg, Carl, Scho, and Viewer. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Let me know in the comment section below which glove was your favorite and which one surprised you the most. I think my favorite counter on this list probably either had to be like Titan or maybe the Psycho Glove, but the Cheeky Glove was also pretty funny. The glove that surprised me the most, of course it had to be the reverse. I mean, the reverse is just taking L after L lately. I hope that every single one of you have an amazing rest of your day or night whenever you do end up watching this, and we shall see you in the next one. Later!